Welcome to Whiskey Weenies Wednesdays.
Yes.
Woo!
Yeah.
Here we are. Another episode.
Another glorious day.
Another fucking glorious day.
Hell yeah, it
Fucking
is.
tastic.
Man.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we should go over our picks. Probably first and foremost of what we ended up, how we fared.
NFL week
For the
4.
record, you should probably say last week's, like our overall total of who had what. Who was right? Remember, you had that right there. I believe it was 11, 8, and 7.
Well, overall total was 19, 19, and 11.
Oh.
Overall.
Okay, but last week was
Last week, I got these 11, 8, and 7.
11, 8, and 7. I was 11.
No, I was 11.
No, that was this week. That was this picks. The
Yeah.
week before that, I was 11. You had
Are
8.
we going back
He
to
had
week
7,
4?
I mean, yeah.
didn't he? Because he got worse, didn't he? So he ended
No,
up
he
getting
got better.
You sure? So he improved.
Yeah, because he has 11. He had 7 right this past week.
So then he improved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. And I got worse, and you got better.
Yes.
So we switched places
We kind of did because we're tied overall.
overall.
Yeah.
But we're beating Andy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
We
that's
both
fair.
got 19 and he's got 11.
All right. I think I like where that's at.
All right, so the Thursday night game between the Dolphins and Bengals, I won that game. The Bengals beat the Dolphins 27-15. Tua got hurt,
Disgustingly.
bad concussion.
I mean, got fired.
I think pretty sure people got fired.
Edge roll.
Doctor got
And
fired.
they rightfully should have, because
Yeah, he shouldn't have been
He
the-
should not have been out there on the field. That was clearly a concussion. I mean, he got up, he fucking staggered. Had to be held up by his teammate, and then they put him back in that game.
Yeah.
He went back in that game,
That was a couple weeks ago. Or wait,
and then he came back. What was it? 4 days later.
yeah, because this was a
played
Thursday
again.
night game.
Right.
Yeah,
Comes back, plays again. His fucking head rocked, and
he was carted off.
fingers locked up. Could be a lifetime, problem for sure.
I mean,
Yeah.
it was pretty bad.
Very bad. That was horrible.
All right, Vikings and Saints in New Orleans. You guys won that. The Vikings won 28-25.
Kirk Cousins out there. Kirk Cousins people.
Purple rain.
Purple rain.
Purple
Yeah.
rain that day.
Yep.
All right, Seahawks and Lions. Me and Quinn won this one. 48-45. The Seahawks beat the Lions.
Geno Smith,
Um,
man, still rolling.
I'm pretty sure there was a record broke that game with the
It was,
score.
there was never another score like that in the NFL.
Yeah. Okay.
In NFL history.
All right.
Which is weird. But
Yeah.
that's true.
Geno's
Yeah.
still balling there, and the Lions put up 45 that game. That's pretty impressive.
Very impressive.
All right,
Kind of
so
scary in a way. Cowboys have them coming up here in a few weeks.
yeah.
So
So on to the game you guys thought I was crazy for picking Jets versus Steelers, and the Jets came back. What, in the fourth quarter? Yeah. 24-20. I won that. You both picked the Steelers.
But Kenny Pickett got a time to shine. Got his moment. Finally,
I heard he looked good.
Call.
Yeah.
Set a record, Chad. What was the record?
Set a weird, odd record of most thrown passes without the ball hitting the ground.
13, you said.
Yeah, he threw the ball 13 times. I don't know if he had 2 or 3 picks.
I think it was 2.
It was 2, so he was 11 for 13.
Might have been 3. 3 is terrible.
Yeah, 3 is
But
terrible.
But hey, first time
He
out
looked
there.
good, like
the
the
way I heard
throws.
it, like they got tipped.
Yeah. Like not all the interceptions
It wasn't really his fault.
his fault.
Yeah.
I
I think the kid's going to be good in the long run. I did pick him the next week. I think I did, right? I said Kenny's going to shine. You made fun of me.
Yeah, you said Kenny's gonna shine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I picked against him, I think.
Yeah.
But that's another time.
Yeah,
Okay.
neither here nor there.
Next game, Giants and Bears. We all won this game. We all picked the Giants.
Yep.
It's 20-12. Next game, Titans versus Colts. Andrew won this game.
Hell yeah.
Me and Quinn picked Colts. And the Titans beat them 24-17.
Colts let me down.
Yeah, it was in Indy, too.
Yeah, let me down.
He would have known.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
Matt Ryan is up there in the lead with the fucking, passing yards. He's up there with the guys.
plus-
He's in like what, top 5 or 6, we said?
Yeah.
Plus,
Yeah.
it's not like the Titans are, scrubs.
Well, they're not
they
bad.
got Ryan Tannehill and
Derek Henry, man. That motherfucker's a beast.
Yeah, and he had a good game that game.
He
I think
always does. He's throwing people all over.
I think he was
He's a
111,
man-child.
yeah, 111 yards, something like that. He was over 100 yards.
Yeah.
What do you guys want to know the rushing yards for the most person with the rushing yards?
In the league right now.
Yeah.
You got it in front of you.
Yep.
Who we got?
See,
Saquon Barkley.
Saquon Barkley,
Yep.
46.3.
That's
463.
Yeah,
Okay.
460.
Yeah, Nick
Percent.
Chubb's right behind him, 459.
Yeah.
Chubb.
is Derrick Henry not in the top people?
I don't think he came out the gate doing
Well,
great.
hang on a second.
I bet you he's not.
Miles Sanders, which I'm not. He looks like he's an Eagle. 356. He's got,
He's an Eagle,
and then Patterson's 340, and then Josh Jacobs.
Yeah.
which is a giant.
336.
Right? Or is that a Raven? He's on the Ravens.
I think he's. I'm not real sure who he's on.
That's- Well,
Yeah,
that
he's on the Ravens. Because on the Giants, that's Saquon.
And Jonathan Taylor right behind him.
who was the next game?
The next game is the Chargers versus the Texans in Texas. Andrew, you picked Texans. Me and Quinn won that game. Chargers beat them 34-24.
Was that a bad game or no?
Was it a bad game?
Bet.
Oh,
Bet.
bad game? No, I don't know. I don't think we had any bets this week on that week.
We might not have.
No.
It's probably a good thing.
Probably because we're
Yeah.
just going to end up,
Squelching
drinking
on
and
them,
drinking
fucking
and
drinking.
Yeah.
I mean, unless we do a non-alcoholic bet, but
That's no
who
fun.
the hell does that?
That's no fun.
So next game is Browns and the Falcons in Atlanta, and Andrew won that game too, 23-20.
What the fuck?
The
Hell
Browns really shit the bed on that one. I think I keep hearing they keep shooting themselves in the foot and dicey plays and stuff
Probably
like
a lot of
that.
penalties.
Nick Chubb, like we mentioned, he's still balling.
Well, I mean, they got Jacoby Brissett. He's okay, but he's no Cooper Rush.
Yeah.
I mean, he's no Cooper Rush. Super Cooper.
No, speaking of,
On to the Cowboys.
Hey.
Next game,
Woo.
Ooh, surprising. The Washington football team played the Cowboys in Dallas. We all picked the Cowboys on this. They beat the Commanders 25-10.
And that's because you guys know a winner when you see one, I think. And I think we all looked at that and said, you know what, the Cowboys are going to win that game because they are one of the best teams in the league. Cooper Rush has impressed you both. I think you guys are both mesmerized by his greatness and his beard. And I think there's nothing but good things coming for him. He's going to get paid.
I do want to say one thing though.
Go on.
You
Shoot
predicted that he threw for 325 yards that game, and he only threw for 223.
It's kind of close. That's pretty much in the
You're
ballpark.
100 off. I mean, 102 to be exact.
I mean, but hey,
He won the game.
tomatoes, tomatoes, and he could have thrown for that, didn't he?
And you said Pollard would have 45 rushing yards at least, and he had 8 attempts for 6
He
6
stunk.
yards.
He stunk. He had a terrible game. I think everybody saw that. Hey, thank God we got Zeke because Zeke really did carry us in the run game.
He had a decent game, yeah.
Yeah, he did fine, man. He did fine. And Cooper Rush carried us. And the defense obviously did their part.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That defense is serious business. That's why they're going to beat the Rams.
yeah.
Because, the Rams just got smoked by the Niners. And their defense is serious.
All right.
So,
On to who everybody's calling the best team in football.
disgusting.
They played the
Matty
Jaguars.
Matty Johns would appreciate
Oh,
it.
yeah, Matty Johns would love it.
I had to grab Matty by the shaft.
Oh,
And give him a couple tugs.
Well, I mean, isn't everybody you said everybody's calling Eagles the best team in
That's what
football?
they're saying.
I mean,
That's what
the
they're
4-0.
But I think that's an exaggeration.
I beat you guys on this one. You both picked the Jaguars. Eagles won in Philadelphia, 29-21.
It was close.
You guys want to say anything about that game?
I
Or
think it was close.
I don't get to see a lot of the games.
Trevor Lawrence leaves a lot to be desired right now. I mean, he's not as good as I thought he would be. But
He's still,
he's growing.
Growing,
He's
yeah.
going to be something.
Hurts though. Seems like he's coming into his own.
He
Yeah.
is. And if the Jaguars stink just a little bit longer, he's going to get a good team around him. Some more first round picks. You know what I mean?
Did they end up paying Hurts? Or is that still going on?
Hurts, I think, got paid.
You think? I think,
or he might still be on his rookie contract, but it's Lamar that's the one that they have.
Yeah, that's who I was thinking of.
Yeah,
okay,
like he's fucking well earned his money.
But she's probably going.
They don't. Well, they're gonna probably.
They're gonna pay him.
But if they wait too long to pay him, I hope they kind of do, and then he gets spiteful. And then he wants to leave, and then he ends up a Dallas Cowboy.
Nah.
And fucking,
you're dreaming.
We just went Super Bowl after Super Bowl after that.
Yeah.
Fucking Andy ends up getting a jersey and shit.
Do I need to get you a pillow and a blanket because you're dreaming?
Man, sorry. Gotta wake back up. But if it happens, if it does happen, and it happened here first. Whiskey Weenies Wednesdays. Go on.
That leads right into the Ravens, who lost to the Bills. I won that game too. That was in Baltimore, and the Ravens lost 23-20.
Well, it's weird how these fucking combos keep rolling, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like we know what's coming next.
It's not. It's not even scripted.
Nope.
Ain't that some shit?
Sometimes it happens like that. You're gonna love this next game.
Right on me.
I mean, one of your favorite quarterbacks, he just ain't getting the job done.
I don't think we can go there.
That was Carolina Panthers lost to the Cardinals by 10.
I don't think it's fair.
26-16. Andrew and Quinn both picked the Panthers.
I think Baker had 2 picks
on the record.
Game.
Yes, I saw his stats. Yeah,
but he had a touchdown.
I think it was rushing though, maybe.
Am
I wrong? It might have been passing.
But regardless, that team stinks. He went to the worst fucking team in football. He's not there on a long-term contract. If he wants, he can get out of there next year. But Baker's such a guy. He's such a guy he won't leave. He'll stay there.
He probably will stay there. He was excited to go there.
Well, he likes the underdog mentality. So he's going to try to bring that franchise back if they give him the chance. If everybody just is out on him and shit, then he'll probably be out.
No, he might be gave up on. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If they give up on him, then he'll probably be out of there.
I mean, I still don't, see what you see. And I mean, he's
got
one in desire, but I just don't see
highlights from college.
Oh yeah,
then
he's great.
Watch his highlights his first couple years in the league.
He's
prior to being injured. And I'm telling you what, there's a lot to like there, man. He's fucking gritty. He's got a winning attitude. He's a leader. And fucking, he's got a good arm on him in great situations, man. He knows what to fucking do with the football when he's in a pinch. Every once in a while, might get batted and get picked. Or he gets batted down at the line. He had 9 passes batted down at the line. Like, come on, man. Give the guy some fucking time to throw the football.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Protect your fucking quarterback.
All right.
Do you have enough, Chad? Was that enough for you?
I don't really like overly talking about something I've already seen.
Baker hates
I've already seen, the product. I don't like over talking.
I want you to, in our off time, Chad, I want you to sit down and watch the Baker highlights. And I want you to come back next week with a new attitude. And I think that
I've seen good Baker highlights.
I saw a video the other day I should have sent to you. It was a great fucking
to not get watched?
Yeah, you probably wouldn't watch it.
No, I've seen him.
No. See?
Now, if it was like a recruit that I haven't seen before, yeah, I'd check out.
It was when he grabbed his junk against Kansas. The way they did him, they cheap shot at him. They wouldn't shake his fucking hand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think you enjoyed that.
He fucking grabbed his junk, shook it at him after the game.
You enjoyed that shake, didn't you?
Fuck yeah, I thought it was fantastic. And everybody else did in the comments of that video. If you go through that video was old. So everybody was going through their commenting on it and how happy they were to have him as a Brown.
I don't even think it's a Baker thing. I just think you like seeing guys grab their junk.
Oh, my God.
See, this is where this is going to go, dude. Coming from this guy, fucking dude with beaded bracelets over there.
Yeah.
He's got fucking beaded bracelets on. He's
beaded bracelets.
Fucking junk.
Well, yeah.
Give me goddamn
They're spiritual. They're spiritual.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
I agree.
Go on, Chad. Next game.
All right. The only game that you beat us both on.
Talk about this one for about a little while.
The Raiders beat the Broncos in Las Vegas 32-23. And I'm almost convinced Russell Wilson is not going to get his shit together in Denver. I'm almost convinced, even though I think I picked him next week.
Maybe maybe they thought he was more than what he was because of what he was carried by over there in Seattle.
Well, plus
Geno Smith just stepped into that role.
Plus, he was pampered.
But Geno stepped in, man.
He was pampered in Seattle.
Geno was on your Jets and got his jaw broke.
Like, I heard players say, you know, Carroll gave Wilson some special treatment, and he didn't have to do everything that all the other players had to do.
Maybe he's over there in fucking Denver, man. He's fucking riding. Remember, he was like, let's ride. Remember he did that
I'm
whole.
pretty sure that's exactly how he said it too. Yeah. That's a pretty good impersonation.
I guess it wasn't bad. Yeah. But nonetheless, man, I don't think he is what everybody thought he was. And I believe one of the guys from the defense, man, from the Legion of Boom, that said something about that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure Sherman just recently said.
That's who it was.
Sherman just recently said something about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, he got way too much credit.
Well, he got way too much credit, and he also got special treatment. He wasn't treated the same as all the other players.
Well, I mean, Denver's a very storied franchise over there, man.
I wouldn't mind seeing him do some good.
I mean, I think he will eventually, but he's got a pretty good team around as far as receiving core and shit goes.
I mean, Denver was already a decent team, yeah.
So, I don't know what the problem is, honestly.
All right, next game is the Packers and the Patriots in Green Bay. Me and Quinn beat you, Andrew.
Oh, jeez.
Closer game than I expected. It's 27-24. But I'm pretty sure Aaron Rodgers and Belichick, talked to each other up before this game. I think Aaron Rodgers called him one of the best coaches ever.
Yeah.
And Belichick said there was hardly no mistakes that Rodgers does as a player.
What are you saying, Chad? You think Aaron Rodgers is going to leave Green Bay somehow and end up over there in fucking Massachusetts? Is that what's going on?
I ain't too sure about that because the Patriots ain't got a real great team overall.
Yeah,
that'd be dumb to go there towards
Even
the
though,
end of
right now, Packers they're winning with what they have, but they don't have a lot. You got to think. They lost Devontae Adams.
They do have enough to win, though.
Right, but to lose Devontae Adams.
I mean, they have Cobb and Rodgers. Yeah, Amari Rodgers.
That's a big fucking hit, though, man. To no longer have Devontae Adams.
He's probably the best receiver in the league right now. But you got Aaron Rodgers and you got receivers, and that's all you really need.
We'll see what he does.
Next game, we all won this next game. The Chiefs beat the Buccaneers, and I do not think it was played in Tampa Bay.
No.
They relocated because of the hurricane, I believe.
Oh, yeah. They had the shirts on and stuff. Florida strong. Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
And it ended up being a close game, too. I think it was, 41-31, something like that.
And that's exactly what it was. All right. Not much to talk about there, right? You want to visit the game?
I mean, Tom Brady, that's the first time Pat Mahomes beat him, I believe. So that's to be noted.
I guess it's worth noting that Cole Beasley retired.
And he did. That's,
after signing with the Bucs and being.
Don't know why you leave.
They brought him up from the practice squad. I don't know how long he's been signed to him.
He only had 4 catches for 17 yards with the Buccaneers.
He wanted to leave to spend more time with his family. That's what it said. To be a better husband and father, which is kind of ironic since Tom Brady and Giselle just split up.
Oh, shit. Maybe he's seen the writing on the wall. It was like, oh, fuck.
Maybe, because I think that
happened
happened
my wife,
before.
Love my kids.
Yeah.
Tom Brady's wife leaves him, dude. Jesus Christ.
Maybe that's what happened.
Anybody could leave anybody.
Maybe Cole Beasley saw the light.
Your mother could tell you she doesn't want to be your mother anymore.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That could totally fucking happen right now.
Yeah.
It could.
If Tom got left by Giselle, it could happen to anybody.
Yeah.
Fucking Super Bowl GOAT, dude. Shit.
And next game is this past Monday's game. Or no, it's not. Yeah, it is. 49ers and Rams.
Yeah.
It was in San Fran. Andrew won that.
There you go.
Well done, Andy.
I don't have the score written down because. Yeah, good job, Andrew.
Nobody else saw that coming.
I wouldn't have seen it coming.
So. Now,
I'm pretty
my
sure.
question is,
Was that the game that was a protester?
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Bobby Wagner and
Rocked him.
there was some
You
other
didn't think he hit him at first. You thought he kind of like fucking
pushed him.
Yeah, man, he rocked him.
Kind of seemed like it was a hard push.
And now you said there's a lawsuit possibly.
The protester filed a police report. Nobody's been charged.
Well,
I don't think.
but you said that he said it was blatant assault or something.
Yeah, he's calling it a blatant assault.
Yeah.
I mean,
which is nonsense.
It was your.
He could have had a bomb strapped to his back, running towards the bench.
Well, it was his
Wagner was saving
decision.
people,
It
too.
was his decision to jump on the field.
Mm-hmm.
If you're on the field,
As
just
passionate as people are about the shit that they're doing when they're running out there, who's to say? What are you supposed to think? Guy's running at you he's gotten in there with a fucking smoke flare or whatever the fuck that
yeah. Was that pink? Was it pink or what
I
color?
think it was pink, man. It's
Yeah,
like
pink
pinkish
smoke
purple.
smoke bomb.
Yeah, something.
Something.
He's running around with that. If you got that in there, who's to say he didn't have something else?
Yeah.
Bobby Wagner was just taking care of people, man.
Oh, there was other guy too. I forget his name.
But
He filed it against both of them.
both of them.
Yeah.
What a fucking.
It wasn't
dick.
just-
What a dickhead.
Yep.
That's terrible. I hate to hear it. Absolutely hate to hear it.
That wraps up our last week picks.
Well, so we've got our last week's picks in the books. We do have our upcoming picks here, don't we? We have those.
You sure do.
I think in the meantime, we'll probably take a quick break. We'll go to the phones, come back, and then we'll bring that shit in. How about it?
Of course.
We'll be right back with some phone calls from some of our loyal fans. I think, you're not listening if you're not a fan because most people don't even like the fucking videos.
Yeah.
So, if you're listening, I'm going to go ahead and
You guys need to subscribe to his channel.
They should,
Yes.
fucking crying out loud. But I'm going to go ahead and assume if they do call in, we do have
And
a few here on the line I can see. If they do call in, then they must be enjoying the show, Andy. So we're doing something right. All right, we'll be right back.
Sounds good.
All right. We're going to go ahead and go to the phones here for a minute, and let's just see if we have any listeners out there tuning in today. We're here in sweet Grafton, West Virginia. Don't know where the rest of it. Oh, we got a bite already. Here we go.
So, what about the football, Terry? Come on. Hello? God damn it, fucking hello? Hello?
Well, hello there, mister.
Well, what the fuck, man? How long I gotta be on the line before you goddamn fucking idiots even realize I'm on here trying to fucking talk to you? Now, I'm a little irritated. I've spent half my lunch break here trying to listen to you fucking turds, sit here and go round and round about your goddamn favorite football team, and I ain't heard of one of you that knows your ass from a motherfucking hole in the ground.
Well, I can barely hear you, sir. What parts
Yeah.
of fucking West Virginia are you from?
I'm not from West Virginia, buddy. I'm from fucking Pitt. Eat shit, WU. Y'all motherfuckers suck. We got done spanking your ass.
Wait,
here for
hold on
the
a
first game
second,
of the
Cole. So you said you're from Texas?
I'm from fucking Pitt, buddy. I don't know. Is that the Andy Bear? Because that's the motherfucker I called in to talk to. Was goddamn motherfucking Andy Bear.
Yeah, this is the Indie Bear. What you got to say to me?
Well, I believe you was doing that motherfucking show. What was that? Double A show. That's what I was listening to a while back over there in Pitt, and you stunk with that too. Now you're with these motherfuckers, and you stink worse.
Well, they're better. They're better than the Double A show was.
Yeah, well, all right. Well, I've had about enough of you motherfuckers. I'm gonna get off here. I wasted my entire lunch break. I learned nothing, and I think you're a bunch of
Wait, hold on a second. What do you do for a living there, sir?
I'm a goddamn coal miner, and I was once a steel worker in Pittsburgh, but that's besides the point. You idiots over there talking about football, you don't know shit. I'm a city boy, and I'm out of here. I've had enough of this shit. Thanks for taking my call.
All right.
I'll
You go
never
suck
listen
a
to you
dick,
fucking
then.
idiots again.
Oh shit! What do you think about the football? Come on now. Oh, shit. We got another caller.
Jesus Christ, that was fucking brutal.
Andy said, "Suck a dick."
Well, that was fucking brutal.
It was like
That was brutal.
That's what I thought.
Hello?
Oh, we got another caller on the line. Hey, welcome to Whiskey Wednesdays. What the fuck? Whiskey Wednesdays. Whiskey.
You don't even know. You don't even know what you're
It's Whiskey Weenies Wednesdays
Oh
podcast.
my God.
He's talking.
Andy. Oh my God. All right. Yep. All right. Okay. So maybe we're just not going to go to the. We'll just not go to the fence for the rest of the night.
Yeah, not for a while.
I think that was all right. Those callers, maybe they just started listening. You know.
Yeah.
Maybe they just started listening, and that's fine. You know, we're all right. So we're going to go to a commercial break, I think, after that. And, let's hit a couple ads here, and we'll jump right back into it. All right?
Messenger audio.
Oh, well, looks like we got another.
Yeah.
Surprising. Hello?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I can hear you now. We can hear you now.
I don't know what those other callers were calling about, to be honest with you. I gotta tell you, I am the biggest weenie. There's not a bigger weenie than me in all of the world. So, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Well.
Melania, turn that fucking shit down. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's fantastic. We thrive to not disappoint.
Yeah. Not disappoint, but I have a complaint I like to file.
Andrew's
Well,
glad.
Listen, I just got that call, and I'm trying to take a piss while I'm calling you. I wasn't going to call, but I heard there's other people. Those people are losers. They're losers. They don't know. They're from fucking Pittsburgh. What does he fucking know? They don't know. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm the biggest weenie ever. There's not a bigger weenie than me, I'm telling you now.
You sound like a big weenie,
Yeah.
and we appreciate your support.
Melania, when I'm done with this, dab my balls. Listen, you had a complaint, Andrew. I'm sorry. This is the Andy Bear, correct? Am I speaking with the Andy Bear?
Yes. Yes, you are.
Yes. What's your complaint? What is your complaint? Because I would love nothing more than to make it right. If I could help, I want to help.
Well, I bought a moon pie at the gas station, and it turned out to be all dried up. And it was a pumpkin spice moon pie.
You're kidding me. You're fucking kidding me.
So basically,
the pumpkin spice moon pie. You've got one of those.
Yeah.
And it was dry.
so basically, Andrew's moon pie wasn't nearly moist enough.
Yeah.
So he had an unmoist moon pie.
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
Hey, so
I'm sorry.
it's
I'm
all
very
right.
sorry about that. I'm sorry you experienced that.
It's all right.
Do you know what Andrew, do you know what the UPC was on that?
Yes. 0 7 2 1 0 8 0 1 0
Melania, write this
2
down.
9 8.
Was that it, Andrew? Was that the end of the UPC?
Yes.
So
All right, they're done. They were done. They're fired. They were fired yesterday. They're done right now.
Get them out of here.
Melania, they're done.
we appreciate that, man. We want Andrew to have satisfaction. Yeah.
I want you to have satisfaction. I get satisfaction from listening to this show. This is where I get my sports news. I
I'm,
wouldn't get it anywhere else. In fact, I think some people think that this might be the greatest sports talk show.
oh,
That's
really?
what I've heard.
Thank
That's
you.
what I've been told.
Oh.
That's what I've been told.
Well, that's surprising. There's a lot of good shows out there.
There's a lot of great shows. I enjoy a lot of them as well. But you know what? There's not another weenie like me, and I appreciate what you weenies are doing.
You are 100% correct about that. There's not another weenie like you.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I know some other people that really, really love weenies. They would love this show, Mr. Biden, this Clinton. I think you know what I'm talking about.
Now,
Wink, wink, wink.
would you love whiskey though with the weenies?
Andrew, I'll drink with you sometime. I'll tell you what, if you woke up and you had a condom in your ass, would you tell anybody?
Yes.
All right, never mind. Chad, would you be into it? Maybe. Never mind. Anyways, this isn't live. This is live? Never mind.
Yes.
We are on air.
Listen, I've got to go, guys. It's been a blast. I just wanted to call because I was disgusted. Those last callers, losers, idiots. They're done.
Well,
nothing. Nobody.
we just appreciate the support and keep listening. Subscribe to
And
our,
like.
subscribe to our YouTube channel, but subscribe to our Facebook group page and like and react to all the videos.
Consider it done. Consider it done. It's already done. Melania did it yesterday. Okay, so it's already fucking done.
Wait, I thought.
You'll never get an unmoist moon pie
Wait,
again,
what?
and I can tell you that.
Your moon pies will be moist for now.
Wait, hold on a second. I thought you just said Melania's fired. She's gone.
No, Melania is doing the firing.
Yeah.
Do not question me. Don't ever question me again on the air.
Okay.
All right, you'll be fired. It'll be the last weenie you ever cook. You understand?
Yes,
okay,
sir.
Anyways, thank you for having me. I'll talk to you all soon. Goodbye.
Thank you. I think we just met the weenie that out weenies them all.
Yeah.
The weenie is strong with that one.
Yeah, he was.
That was fucking interesting. Tell you what.
Certainly was.
It was, for sure.
During the break, man, I mean, we had those calls and yikes. A couple of them were kind of hostile. The last one, that's who I think it was, man. Jesus Christ, we might be getting out there.
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
Fucking A.
Yeah, it was a bit surprising.
Yeah, it was.
Never thought,
Well, didn't know we'd touch somebody like that.
Yeah.
I never figured we'd touch a weenie like that.
No, certainly not.
Me either.
Well, with that in mind,
you want to roll into week 5 NFL picks?
Yeah, what we got?
All right. So the first game kicks off Thursday night.
And it's on
Amazon Prime.
There you go.
It's gonna be an Andy game. We're gonna be relying on Andy on that one. To steal somebody's shit.
Yeah. So the Colts plays in Denver. I picked the Broncos to finally win something. Quinn and Andrew went with the Colts on this one.
How do we feel?
Interesting.
I don't know. I don't really feel good about my pick because Russell Wilson has like a hurt shoulder, but he says he's definitely playing Thursday.
Matt Ryan balls out. I think he has like 300 yards passing.
That's one of the picks I'm kind of shaky on. I kind of regret.
Jonathan Taylor runs for 70.
Yeah, 1 or 2 touchdowns. One. I'll give him 1.
Yeah.
All right. After that, on Sunday we got the Giants playing in Green Bay. I picked the Packers. Quinn and Andrew picked the Giants.
For good reason.
Yeah. Yeah. After thinking about it,
And that game Sunday night at 9:30, or Sunday morning at 9:30 a.m.
That game is?
Yeah.
I honestly can't see Aaron Rodgers really losing to the fucking Giants. That'd be hard for me to imagine. But
they're
at
in
the
Green
same
Bay.
time,
They're in Green Bay too.
And the Giants, though, man, they've been playing pretty good other than the game they lost to the Cowboys.
Yeah. I mean, that's a game to win or lose. Make it go either way.
Aaron Rodgers, man, he is Aaron Rodgers. I expect him to do Aaron Rodgers things. I don't know. That's a tough one.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, next game, the Lions visit New England and play the Patriots. Andrew did not pick the Lions this week.
Nope.
Huh. Andrew and Quinn rolled with the Patriots on that. I know Mac Jones is hurt. I went with the Lions just because, they put up 45 points against the Seahawks last week.
I feel like I probably shit the bed on that one. I don't like that bet.
That's another. It's kind of another dicey game,
I mean, Mac Jones is back though. Didn't he come back?
I didn't think he was back yet.
I thought he came back and played well.
I might be wrong though.
Maybe not. I could be totally wrong. We're all idiots on this fucking show.
Yeah, we all have degrees.
Yeah.
So The next game is the Chargers in Cleveland. Andrew went with the Browns, and me and Quinn went with the Chargers. I think Justin Hubert's, doing pretty good. And that game is, Sunday at 1 p.m. They both got 2-2 records. The Browns probably should win a game here soon, but I went with the Chargers.
What did I go with?
Quinn, you went with the Chargers too.
That's right.
And Andrew went with the Browns.
That's what I thought.
And the next game, we all rode the Jaguar train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in Jacksonville. They play the Texans
At 1 p.m. too on Sunday.
on Sunday at 1. I kind of feel like the Texans are probably one of the worst teams in the league.
They're not one of the best. I mean, they're not one of the best for sure.
The Jaguars are kind of decent, and they got Trevor Lawrence and some other good players. Yeah, so
I kind of think the Jags are going to end up like in that weird spot where they're like not in the playoffs, but don't really get a great draft pick. If they don't fucking act right, I think that's where they're at.
yeah, I can see them being 8 or 9 or 9,
somewhere
8
where it's like you don't get a great draft pick, you just stunk for no reason.
and you're in the middle,
Right.
Like you get the 18th pick or something.
Because they do have Doug Peterson as the coach. I think he's good. And I think he's really meshing well with Trevor Lawrence. But Trevor Lawrence got to get his shit together.
Is Doug Pearson the coach?
Yeah.
I don't really think I'm a big Doug Pearson fan.
Yeah, did well in Philly, man.
I didn't like him in Philly.
Won a Super Bowl.
He did win a Super Bowl, yeah, but I just don't really care for him as a coach.
They might even have a statue of him.
You think?
I know they have one of Nick Foles. And I think there might be one of him as well.
I believe that was more of the playing of Nick Foles than it was the coaching. I mean, he did call that play probably, though. Yeah.
Philly special.
Yeah, the Philly special. Yeah. And that's not a sandwich.
But if we're looking longevity here, while we're talking about Philly, are they the best team in football?
Well, I
Are
mean,
you guys fucking buying into that
probably
bullshit?
just wait until
Well, because I
you actually picked him this week.
I know, but I'll get to why I picked them because there's a reason why.
And I called this the first game that they lose.
See,
But I'm not skipping ahead, though.
All right, let's
Well,
skip
one
ahead.
second. Philly, do a game Sunday at 4:25 p.m.
Most of the games are Sunday.
Yeah, pretty much all of them.
There's a
Except
Monday.
for 2 of them.
Monday. Yeah. All right, go on.
All righty. So I think the next game's Falcons in Tampa. Are they playing in Tampa?
Good
I don't
question.
know.
Not sure about that.
Me and Quinn went with the Buccaneers. Andrew went with the Falcons. And there's a lot of weird
Tom Brady
scenarios.
ain't gonna lose 2 in a row,
Yeah, and they play the Falcons, which the Falcons aren't terrible, but
but they're
not great.
They're good enough that they could surprise the Bucs.
Yeah.
But I do think the Buccaneers are going to win that.
Tom
Tom Brady's
Brady's-
not losing 2 in a row.
He's been.
Yeah, you won't.
I mean,
No.
what surprised me about last Buccaneers game, they only ran the ball 6 times. And Brady had like 52 like passing attempts.
which is insane. That's saying that either they had to probably because remember how the game got away from them there.
I
for a
just
while?
thought of that too. I
Yeah.
thought that was weird.
That's probably what it was. It's probably because the game got away from them, and when you get so far behind, you got to throw your way back.
Yeah,
into it.
gunsling it.
Right, and fuck it, they damn near got back. They didn't win it, but they damn near got
They
back.
lost by 10, I think.
Right, so
Okay, so next game. Andrew Stillers plays the Bills.
Yeah, unfortunately.
In Buffalo. Quinn picked the Steelers
It's
in
that
this. That's worth noting since
Which
he's
is
a Cowboys fan.
Crazy
Against a
pick.
very good
Yeah.
team that's kind
Crazy.
of banged up.
Right. Imagine if I was betting. Imagine if there was money on this. The kind of money I would win on this bet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If it was a big bet
Because it's in Buffalo, too.
Yeah. with
Hey.
Kenny Pickett's first real start.
By next Sunday, it might be cold in Buffalo.
Well,
Hey, but this kid played in Pitt. He played in Pitt, man. It gets cold. Dude, they're one of the ones that they're used to getting cold.
Yeah, Quinn
Yeah.
thinks Kenny
He wears
Pickens.
2 gloves, dude. He wears 2 gloves, glove on each hand.
Quinn actually wrote down when he made this pick, Kenny Shine.
well,
Kenny
the
shines.
Well,
That's invitation for this.
the Pittsburgh Steelers, they're 1-3. They lost 3 games so far this
With Mitchell
season.
Trubisky at the
Yeah,
helm.
Mitchell Trubisky. And Buffalo, they're 3-1.
But wouldn't you say though that whenever Kenny Pickett came in, he brought some life
Yes,
to that
he
team?
did.
It looked like he brought some life. Now there were some turnovers.
Yes,
They
there
weren't
was.
necessarily all his fault. It's the kid's first time stepping out on the NFL field with gridiron, doing his fucking thing.
Well, I've said this before, and I hate saying it because I'm a Jets fan, but I think the Buffalo Bills have one of the most complete teams in the league. I know they're banged up.
They are banged up.
It
but-
might be possible that they might go to Super Bowl.
I picked them last year. Of course, I was wrong because the Bengals beat them. I picked them. I kind of at the beginning of the year, I kind of do a fun little thing in my head to myself. I pick who's going to the Super Bowl, and I picked the Bills.
You're sticking with it.
Well, I have to. I can't change it.
Yeah.
Bills for AFC, and I forget who I picked for NFC, just because I thought the Bills were going to win.
Cowboys.
That's not who I picked
Cooper Rush.
whatsoever.
Right.
We didn't even know. We didn't even know Cooper was playing at that point.
But
All
I
right.
do. That's my opinion. And you said about the cold weather, Kenny Pickett wears gloves on both hands. That might come into play.
That
Yeah.
could come into play, but Josh
Kid's got
Allen's
wheels.
like used to it.
Kid's got wheels. This kid might be another Josh Allen down the road, man. Big arm, not afraid of
too
throwing the
early.
ball. Too early.
I didn't like Josh Allen when he first came
I
in the
know.
league.
A lot of people didn't. They were out on him.
Kind of thought he was arrogant.
Just like a lot of people were out on Jalen Hurts.
I thought he had talent, but I just thought he was arrogant. Though. But I actually, I like Josh Allen. He's a good football player.
Yeah.
All right, next game, my New York Jets in New York playing the Dolphins. You guys both went with the Dolphins. They're hot, pretty good team.
But now,
They just lost Tua with that crazy
Teddy Bridgewater
circumstance.
Yeah.
Teddy's used to playing in New York. He's played there.
Mhm.
I think he did. Jets had a bad team, but
Yeah.
I've always thought Teddy's an all right quarterback.
Teddy's a formidable,
he's
formidable quarterback.
I think I just I picked this
He's not
one.
going to embarrass you, probably.
I picked this one because at some point I'm gonna have to pick against my Jets, but I think
Jets are 2-2. They're not really.
I like the rookie cornerback. I like the rookie receiver Wilson. The cornerback Sauce Gardner.
And the quarterback, Zach Wilson. He was doing the
And
fucking, what do they call that? The gritty or whatever out there fucking getting down.
Yeah. Wilson
Like
actually
the Philly special and shit on him.
on IG. I heard about that. I never saw it, but on IG I saw where a reporter asked one of the offensive players, "What did Zach Wilson say anything to you in the huddle before their winning drive?"
Yeah.
And he told the player, "Let's go down there and score a fucking touchdown."
Mm-hmm.
And
I like that.
they
Went and did it.
they did a fast trump down the field.
You got to like that, though, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
So yeah,
yeah.
I picked the Jets to upset the Dolphins
Yeah.
in New York.
I think that game's at 1-2.
it's a scary pick, dude. That's a scary pick.
It's a scary pick, but I just decided to.
Your life was on the line.
If my life was on the line,
Yeah. Like, dude's going to fucking cut your head off with a machete.
if I
you're
didn't
wrong.
win this pick,
Yeah. And you're down on your knees, and Andy's holding the machete.
I'd never be on my knees.
Duh.
Well, you're already there. You were already there because Andy was in front of you. So it's like you're on your knees. Andy's standing over you like you would.
It's probably
He
a
does.
dull machete, which is probably worse.
Probably worse. And he's going to whack your fucking head off.
Yeah.
That's the same. You're making that pick?
I think I would have to. I have to live and die by my decisions.
Is
Now, when you watch the game, could you imagine that? Maybe watching the game and just think,
I'm not going to get to watch the game because I'll be working.
Unfortunately.
But when I read the score and check out the stats,
I'll think about.
I'll think about that machete.
Okay.
I just won't think about Andrew.
Andrew, what do you think about that?
About the machete or
Well, he works that day too.
yeah, I
think.
work that.
Yeah, so we'll talk about
So you
it.
guys will be there.
We'll have lunch together,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
we'll talk about
Maybe you
it.
can go over to Sporting Goods and that'll probably get him fired.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on a second. No, when
They do-
wait,
They
how do you know we work
Oh, that's right.
where we work?
Yeah.
They do sell machetes, but
Yeah.
I don't know if they're very good. Probably Doll.
Probably Doll.
Doll.
Probably
Yeah.
Doll.
All right.
Next
game. In Minnesota, we all picked the Vikings to beat the Bears. I don't really think that game is worth really talking about too much.
The Vikings and the Bears, dude, it's always a dog.
It's always a rivalry,
Yeah, it's always
and
a
it's a dogfight. It's usually always a good game. Players take it seriously. It should be a good game.
Vikings are actually quietly fucking doing really good. You know, like they really are. They're quietly doing well.
I mean, they're 3-1, so
yeah, but that's the thing. Like nobody's really talking about the Vikings. You know what I'm saying?
Cousins is usually pretty good. He just usually like fucks up at a certain time.
He's sneaky good.
Yeah, he's sneaky good. He's not clutch. I think that's the best way to put Kirk Cousins. Okay.
He can be, though.
He could be, and he has been in games, but more or not, I'm not a big Cousins believer. I do like the Vikings. They've
I'd like to
always
see him again.
the
Being good.
Perp's always been,
Right. They're one of those teams. Like I've said before about the Steelers, like football's better when certain teams are good.
Oh yeah.
Just like the NBA is better when certain teams are good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
I like the Vikings.
Like I like
being
when the Knicks are
competitive.
good. You know?
Yeah, right. Which we'll get in the NBA eventually, I think, on here. We'll do completely different videos for that eventually.
Yeah. I
'Cause
like.
the season's coming.
I'm an NBA fan. You know, season's
I'll have
coming.
to-
always been.
I'll have to get into it.
I'm a bigger
It's been a
basketball
long time.
fan than I am a football
I watch
fan.
damn
But
near every Bulls
I
game.
tell you what, it's been a long time since I seen the team that Michael Jordan played for.
the Bulls.
The Bulls.
Chicago Bulls. That's
We're
Quinn's
back,
team.
dude.
Yeah.
We're back.
Yeah.
Nice.
Bulls are back.
That's another story for another time because don't get me started on my
Right.
Celtics.
I know. Christ, we can't get
Yeah.
Okay. Next game in Washington, I have the Titans beating the Commanders. You two picked the Commanders,
Which I'm not so sure about now, but
which I
It's
think
already
you
the
picked a
damage
few of the
done.
Cowboys rivals to win this week. You picked the Giants too. That's weird.
well,
And you picked all of them to win.
hey, the NFC East is making a resurgence, except for the fucking Commanders. The Commanders have been stinking, but they have this like thing where like every so often they'll have a big game, and I expect Carson Wentz to have a big game and win this one. That's why I picked him.
Yeah, Ryan Tannehill's can win games, not just
Not to mention Chase Young's going to be back too. By the way,
Oh,
Manders.
yeah, he's
I'm not sure if I know who Chase Young
big time defensive end, dude.
is. Okay.
Wreaks havoc, dude. He's like another Myles Garrett type guy. He's had some injuries and shit, but he's very good, young guy.
And of course, that game's on Sunday too.
Pretty sure
It's
he's back
at 1.
fucking next week.
At 1. All right, next game we got the Seahawks in New Orleans. Andrew picked New Orleans.
yeah, and that game's at 1 p.m. on Sunday too. There's a lot of games on Sunday.
Yeah, a lot of games at 1. They get him out.
How'd you feel picking against Geno Smith, Andy?
Yeah, they play the Seahawks. Me and Quinn picked the Seahawks.
I figured I'd pick it because they haven't won a game for a while.
And I'm not sure if Jameis Winston's playing. Either that or he's playing hurt. I almost want to say he's going to miss
I
that
expect
game.
Geno to ball out, dude.
I do too.
I think they're gonna have another game.
Wait, they lost. They lost the last game, right?
Saints have been
Seahawks.
struggling. No,
Seahawks, no, they beat
won.
the Lions last
Yeah.
game.
Big
Okay.
game.
48-45. I think
Yeah.
that broke a record.
Record.
Yeah.
Set a record.
We set a record, yeah.
I like I said, I didn't really get to see that game. I had to work.
I didn't get to see it either, but
Well, I was sick.
Excuses
one
like
year.
buttholes. They all stink.
I was just surprised that the
Everybody's got
Lions
one
put up
else, too.
45 that game. But, okay. Next game, we got the 49ers versus the Panthers in Carolina. I think you guys picked the 49ers a couple times, but this game you both went against them, and you picked the Panthers.
because they're due.
They are due, but
The Niners just beat the Rams.
yes. Yeah. So, yeah, I picked the Rams, or the 49ers. I picked the 49ers. Should be an interesting game.
Yes.
I'm sure.
I'm
Sure there'll be a lot of Baker butt pictures.
Well, you gotta think, man. if the Rams defense, didn't stop the Niners, and the Niners defense
Every game's
stifled the fucking Rams.
different. McCaffrey didn't have a good game last week.
But
That-
I'm saying, like, if the Niners did that to the Rams, I don't like what I'm seeing out of the Panthers. But I think that somehow fucking Baker finds a way to win the game.
Is
I
this game
believe
Sunday
it.
at 4:05? The Niners are 2-2, and the Panthers are 1-3.
I think Baker finds a way to win the game. I think Christian McCaffrey runs for well over 100 yards.
And the next game, the Eagles, the best football team in the league,
Yeah.
plays the Cardinals in Arizona.
I tell you what, the Eagles are doing a damn good job. They have 4 wins and 0 losses,
They're the only undefeated left, aren't they?
pretty much.
So,
I think so.
and
Yeah.
I'm going with the Eagles on that.
Yeah, you're going with the Eagles this game. You picked all the NFC East teams to win.
And that game's at 4:25 p.m.
And me and Andrew picked the Cardinals. I think
Sunday.
this is finally the game that the Eagles Blues.
See, my thing is I hope they win. And the reason I hope they win is so that the Cowboys can beat the Rams
For the first,
and then turn around and come and beat the Eagles
For the
to be
first
their
time.
First loss of the season.
yeah, I knew that.
That would be
I remember you
so
telling.
much
I remember
fucking
you telling me
sweeter.
that. Yeah,
It would be so much sweeter. If the Eagles lose and then we get there and we beat them, it's not going to feel as good.
Yeah.
It just won't. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping they don't steal that from me.
I'm telling you, it's gonna happen.
All right.
I don't know. Dallas is 3-1 too. So
Right. But this is the Eagles and the Cardinals. Eagles are going to win that shit.
And that goes right into the Cowboys and Rams game.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! You see how that works out? Surprise!
surprise.
It's in LA. I picked the Rams. You guys both picked the Cowboys.
Tell us why you picked the Rams, Chad.
Yeah, Chad.
Why I picked the Rams?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of think they're like due for one.
Uh-huh.
They won the Super Bowl last year. I don't necessarily think they're going to make it to the Super Bowl this year.
They didn't look like they were going to make the Super Bowl last year, and then they did.
Yeah, they balled out towards the end of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was there a reason that you remembered that why I picked the Rams?
No, just saying. Curious
Oh.
why you would think that the Rams are going to beat the Cowboys. and
Well,
the Cowboys have the
I
best
know
defensive
why.
line in
I know
fucking
why.
football.
It's in LA, and I think this is the game Cooper. I'm gonna call it like 2 picks.
Oh, you're going to do that shit?
Oh my
Um,
You're
gosh.
going to fucking throw
He'll-
that kind
he'll-
of
Yeah,
voodoo?
come on
He'll
now.
probably have a touchdown. I'm gonna say 1 touchdown, 2 picks, 220 yards.
Oh, God. If you're right, Chad.
What happens if your quarterback gets destroyed
Who?
in that game?
Coop?
Yeah.
Cooper or my quarterback?
Your quarterback.
Matt Stafford.
I call Matt. Yeah, well, yeah, he throws for the Rams. I don't know if he's going. He'll have a bunch of yards and stuff. I ain't going like a great game from him, but I just think
Devon Diggs picks him off. He gets one. I think Bland gets one, which is a rookie guy that we got there for the fucking Dallas Cowboys.
yeah, I've heard
Yeah.
of him.
Yep.
I
I
saw-
think he sneaks one in. So those are our 2 picks. I think Malik Hooker has a nice game. I think Donovan Wilson has a very nice game, several tackles and maybe a sack. I think the Cowboys will have in this game 5 sacks to 6 sacks.
Yeah.
Because they are going to fuck up that line. That line got dominated by the Niners. When the Cowboys get a hold of them and they're trying to put 3 people blocking Micah Parsons, fucking forget it, buddy.
Yeah.
D-Law.
Well, they had like 2 sacks last game. But who they
Dude.
played last? Or
When they played the Niners, they got sacked a bunch, dude. They were under a lot of pressure. So,
I mean the Cowboys. I was trying to think how many sacks they had last game. I think it was only 1 or 2.
I'd be lying if I told you, man. I think it was more.
I actually looked.
Cowboys are
I
up there in
forget.
sacks, though. Like we're like usually are leading the league in sacks.
Oh yeah, Parsons a beast.
Well, Parsons didn't have one. He was kind of quiet. But the thing is that they're taking 3 people to block Parsons sometimes, and that's freeing up D-Law and fucking everybody else to eat.
I almost want to
Yeah.
say Bland had a
He had
sack
a
that.
pick. He had a pick.
A
Bland
pick?
had a pick. Yeah.
I thought.
Donovan Wilson had a sack.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I know you could talk about the Cowboys all day, but on to the next game. It's in Baltimore. The Bengals play the Ravens. I picked the Ravens. Quinn and Andrew picked the Bengals. They're both 2-2, and that game is the Sunday night game, I believe.
Hang on, let me look here.
Yeah, that's the Sunday night game, 8:20. It should be a good game. Lamar Jackson versus the Bengals. Burrow still
Of course.
he's playing.
And the tied.
With the record, right?
The
Yeah, they're
record's
both
tied.
yep, both 2-2.
And
That's,
they both, they're both great teams.
Yes.
That are struggling,
yeah,
but still doing well. Like
they're still great.
they're still making games competitive. They're not getting blown out.
No, they're
No.
still
So-
greatly built teams that's still
Mhm.
playing good. They just had a couple of bad breaks.
The Bengals baffled me because, they went to the Super Bowl last year, which was fucking crazy. And then they rebuilt their offensive line, and somehow their offensive line looks worse now than it did last year. And if they keep going the rate that they're going, fucking Burrow's going to be fucking, in the booth talking about sports.
Yeah.
I
You
did
know what
really
I'm
like
saying?
their uniforms they wore last week.
That's going to help them win games.
the all
on a
white.
fucking level.
I think they won that game. It was all white and the stripes, black Bengal stripes,
Mhm.
and the field. The field looked pretty sharp too.
I think their uniforms are shit, and I think their team is very good. And they're going to wake up. I think they're going to definitely be in the playoffs. They're going to be a competitive team. There's not a question about that. I don't think Joe Burrow is a fucking dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Lamar, man, like he's in a contract year playing his ass off. He's a fucking dog. Like he's gonna get paid. If he doesn't get paid, I hope he becomes a Cowboy.
Yeah, like I don't ever like talking MVP this early, but he's definitely would be if he keeps it up.
Thing is that they're not winning,
Yeah, that's true.
so it's like you
They
know
like
what I mean?
they like voting the winners
Yeah.
as MVP, like
Yeah.
with winning records.
right.
But it's still early. Still
It
early.
is.
We ain't got to
It's
talk
still
about that.
early, man. What else we
Uh,
got, man?
next game and last game is Monday night game. Big rivalry game. Raiders play the Chiefs,
Chiefs,
in
8-8.
Kansas City.
Yeah, 8:15 Monday.
It's
we
Monday
pick?
night. Me and you picked the Chiefs. Andrew's going with the Raiders.
Balls.
I'm not too sure.
I'm not either
because the Raiders. I
are
think,
waking up.
I think they won.
Yeah,
last
they
game.
might win this one.
Yeah, they're waking up.
Yeah.
So it could fucking happen. And especially because, oh man, like motherfucker's hard to like. Dude. He's a
Yes,
cock son
yes,
of a bitch,
they
isn't he?
are.
I don't really think he's like overly cocky. He doesn't annoy me. I don't think he's arrogant.
I don't know.
I think he has fun.
He just, to me, he reminds me of the kid that fucking like parents like pay for everything. And the mom makes the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and Gatorades for all the kids in every sport.
I can see
You know
that.
what
I can see
mean?
you.
Like he's always started like probably his whole entire life.
I can see you thinking that.
And he's just
you
kind
know,
of like a pampered kid that comes. It was like basically he knew he was going to be in the NFL.
yeah, he's got that beautiful wife, and they just had a baby.
Well, she's obnoxious. She is
Yeah, kind of.
obnoxious.
You know, but
His
yeah.
brother's even worse. We're not.
Now,
gonna-
yeah, I don't want to get into it.
Oh,
but
wait.
yeah, I'm not a big fan of his brother.
Christ.
No.
I don't think he's a big fan of his brother. But-
Not with the bad press.
Oh, Jesus. What else we got, dude? Was that
Oh,
the
wait.
last game?
That was Monday
Yeah,
night.
that
game.
was it.
Yeah.
I want to go over the ratings.
All right, Andy, give us some ratings. We got
Passing
2
yards.
minutes here.
The most passing yards is Justin Hubert, 1,250 total passing yards.
And who's behind him, Andrew? Who's second for most yards?
Josh Allen.
Yeah, that's right.
But isn't Gino up there?
No, I don't see him.
He's not up there for yards,
No.
not passing
He's
yards.
probably like Cooper Rush, where they're up there for like QBR.
He should be probably top 10.
'Cause I know QBR wise, man, Cooper Rush was like fucking top 4.
Where's Gino? Yeah, he's number 10 actually.
That ain't bad, dude.
Yeah.
He has
LV,
he still broke the 1,000. He's got 1,037 passing yards.
Yeah, and awesome to see a fucking Mountaineer fucking go on to the pros and have the career that he's had, where he's bounced around, didn't know if he's relevant, got his jaw broke by a teammate. You know what I mean? And now here he is, the face of a franchise.
Yeah.
Does he get a contract, you think?
He just might.
I think so, man. Folks,
Hold on a second. We're not done yet.
we are done.
We're done?
We're done.
Yeah, we've only got another 1 minute.
Oh, okay. That's it. That's that.
But I think that we had a very promising show today. We talked about our picks. We made our picks for next week.
We had some callers.
We had some fucking callers.
Weird ass callers.
We had some real assholes, and we had one really nice guy, man.
One really nice weenie.
I would have never probably voted for in my life if I had ever meet the guy, but I mean, kind of feel a little, I don't know. Like,
he's a dedicated weenie, it
he's a
sounds like.
dedicated weenie, and I appreciate that kind of fucking love, dude.
Dedication.
If more people had that dedication, we probably wouldn't be here right now.
No.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
We'd be sitting in a fucking yacht getting invaded like fucking Wolf of Wall Street. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, Andy, you want to tell them goodbye?
Yeah, thank you all for watching. We'll be back with you guys again this coming Wednesday.
Good night, weenies.
Good night, y'all.
Good night, all you weenies.
You fucking animals.
Fucking dirty animals.